Hi, I'm Zach Zebot and I'm a 21-year-old aspiring chef. I just got back from a trip in Asia where I spent time in China, Hong Kong, Nepal, Thailand, Cambodia, and lastly in Japan. And that was the most impactful for me, where I got a lot of inspiration, eating lots of food, and especially ramen, which is what I'm making today.
These are the ingredients that we are going to be using for today. We have carrots, tomatoes, garlic, onions, green onions, and ginger for the chintam broth, which is a clear and salty Japanese stock. We have kombu, which is a kelp that we will put in cold water and then put on a stove to boil. Katsuobushi bonito flakes will finish off the stock and eventually be mixed into the chintam broth. The sauces to the right include dark and light soy sauce, Shaoxing wine, and mirin. From left to right, Zach's knives consist of a chef's knife, bread knife, and a cleaver. For the meat, remove the fingertips from the chicken legs and debone the chicken breast. These two proteins are essential to the broth. Fill up a large pot with water and let the mixture start to boil. Remove the chicken scum with a strainer. Cut up the rest of your vegetables and add them to the pot. Let them simmer for 4 to 5 hours to maximize the flavor. Place the cut tomatoes on tin foil and season with salt, pepper, and olive oil before placing them in the oven, and then leave them to chill in the refrigerator afterward. Poke an air hole into each egg to prevent pressure escaping from the egg, because the egg could possibly crack while being boiled. Place the eggs in soy sauce and leave to marinate. Tie some butcher string around the pork belly so that it maintains its original shape and cooks evenly. This also helps making slicing the meat much easier. Poach the pork belly in some boiling water for about 20 minutes and don't forget to remove the scum. In a separate pot, add dark and light soy sauce, mirin, Shaoxing wine, sugar, star anise, kombu, and dry shiitake mushrooms. Chashu is a popular style of marinating the pork. Place the pork belly inside the pot and let marinate for about 1 hour before placing in the refrigerator. For the noodles, add 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon fine sea salt, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 2 large beaten eggs, and a half cup of warm water. Knead the dough until the mixture is sturdy enough to pat down on. Let the dough rest before using a rolling pin to roll out the dough. Cut the dough into quite fine slices and boil in water for about 6 to 7 minutes or until ready. While the noodles are working, slice the pork belly into thin pieces and sear them in butter. Traditionally, pork is seared in olive oil. To finish off, take half a cup of soy sauce mixture and pour into a bowl with a cup of the chintam broth afterward. Strain the water out of the noodles and place them in the bowl. Top the dish off with thin green onion, tomatoes, pork belly, and marinated egg chopped in half. The final product tasted as good as it looked and could easily be served in a high-end Japanese restaurant.